Okay, so this is week commencing 19th, 20th, 20th analysis, 20th of May. So this week, I don't think there's not much news straight away. It's not very red, just yellow. You have red news on Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday you have it. But then again, even then it's not like huge. Okay, so pretty dry here now. It's not a week where I have like where it's not one-sided clear. I'm gonna have to do a lot of waiting, a lot of seeing what happens. If X happens, if this happens, then that. If X happens, then Z will happen. You know, that kind of scenario where I look for, okay, while I think this is the gun to head scenario, but this is confirmed if this happens. If this does not happen, then that the probability of that event unfolding in that uh, in that manner is not very likely, basically. So a lot of waiting. So 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 as you know, I was looking for the bullish scenario to unfold, these highs to be taken out, but that did not occur. Then I was stating that I want to see price stay above in terms of body closes this inversion mean threshold, but we did not. We finally managed to close the candle below last week, below this, and even the daily one. So that's a huge signature that we can now start looking at these lows, these weekly lows, and this BISI as a possible draw towards it. Something that price might want to gravitate towards. So with that being said, um, you know, ideally what you're looking for is early week counterparty direction to unfold, in which case you already had this Friday to kick things off with that. You still have this CB open for counterparty pairing, and then we can go lower, preferably Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, that is something we can have. Okay, but again, it's going to be a lot of waiting, and even if I see a small scalp opportunity where the draw on liquidity is the counterparty, I'll take it, but only on the scalp basis. And if it's high probability, what does that mean? High probability? That means time and price meet and agree on something. If they have a strong agreement, then that's high probability for me to take as a scalp trade. So that was actually quite nice here. Consequence encroachment of the 3 month slash the week. See how the bodies are below that, and then of course we just end up going lower of that. That was a really good long we took on Euro USD. You still have this CB to consider. Also keep in mind there is a dealing range in play now. So the old dealing range that I'm using is this 50% here. So from low here to the high here. So with that being said, we're in discount, okay, which is why I want to see a counterparty move in some measure of premium before we go lower. So that's my gun to head scenario. Again, this is not something, this could change very easily. How can that change if we open and instead of going to the counterparty we actually sink rapidly into a discount to take out this weekly low, some part of this fair value gap, and then if we do this in the early part of the week, then I'm gonna have to just sit on the sidelines, because then very easily we could just reverse higher and keep going higher, or we can just keep dropping. Like it just becomes uncertain. If we go in discount, if we open up and this goes in discount, probability becomes low. Okay, of either direction. I'm not gonna have like a very clear cut idea. I'm gonna have to wait for the big red news to deliver daily candles, a couple of them to close before I can pass further judgment. So I would say approach with caution. Wait for high probability time and price. There's no rush. There's no you're not getting paid out tomorrow or anything like that. You're just recovering a drawdown. It's a slow process, but it pays well. It builds patience and longevity and sustainability when you have larger funds later on, inshallah, in the future. Just really quickly to wrap things off here, should we sink lower, gun to head, right? And XY catches up here with this SMT, then this high is your next inflection, your next area to look for a draw on liquidity, which means that for a counterparty move, this and this other areas to watch out for, and maybe on the 4 hour, So again, wait and see basically, okay. Gun to head is it's gonna go up, okay, but I could be wrong.